I am hoping that I can figure out tonight the chat feature, because for some reason last night it was not working for me to be able to respond to the messages in the chat, but I will be able to read them and I can verbally respond. So I guess all is well. All right, so I had a really silly, funny thought as I was putting on this apron. So let me see. All right. I'm wondering, with all of the Velcro and the like shoes that you just slip into, which I own, wondering if kids, young people today, can even tie a bow behind their back, like without actually seeing what they're doing. Will their fingers be able to figure out that motor plan to get that? I don't know. That is the question of the hour. All right. Anyway, so back at it. Tonight am going to be doing my typical meal prep that I do weekly, and then I just add to it as it goes. As the week goes on, I can add some protein or whatever I'm missing at the end of my day. Because sometimes it's carbs now because I'm working on balancing my macros. All right, and then I'm also going to be boiling some these cute little guys, these sweet potatoes. Now, I've not done sweet potatoes in probably 17 years. Why? Because I hated how difficult it was to cut them up. Because when my son was little, I did not have a proper knife in my kitchen. And so I was trying to be all healthy and make some cute sweet potato fries or whatever in the oven, and that did not happen. Totally fine, all good. I'm realizing though that I need some water to start boiling to make them. So for those of you who are just joining me now, this is Becca. Hi, welcome to my kitchen. I am doing my regular meal prep and adding some sweet potatoes. Just looking to make some like mashed potatoes to be able to save and just kind of like add to my meal prep throughout the week. Hi, I see that somebody's on. Welcome. Hi, it's Becca. I'm just doing my weekly meal prep and here to chat. People have questions, things they want to talk about. It's a great time to chat. I'm chopping lots of things and going to be making my meal prep in general for the week. So I typically do this on the weekends, and I guess I got busy this weekend. So welcome everybody. My name is Becca. Now I had a question at the very beginning of this, but I'm going to redo it because I still am not sold on the fact that people can do this. You know how we all have like Velcro shoes now, or the slip-in shoes, which I own. Do you think that people and kids these days could actually tie a knot behind their back, like without looking at it like this? Can they make a bow? Can they do it? Can you do it? Let me know in the comment section. I'm curious if y'all can do it. Or could you even tie a shoe? I mean, Velcro came out when I was 5, so anyway, I am curious. So, welcome. I'm starting out with some sweet potatoes tonight. I'm gonna make some mashed sweet potatoes for the week to be able to add to my meal prep. I'm doing something a little bit different right now. I'm sort of adding more carbs to my diet than what I had done previously. Hey, hi, I'm doing well. How are you doing tonight? I see at Foster something. And Jasmine, welcome. Hello, hello. Welcome to my show, which is hilarious because I'm really not a cook. I actually don't like to be in the kitchen, which is why this is so great, because y'all can be with me and I don't have to be doing it alone, because I really don't like to be here by myself. I prefer to meal prep with my partner or be a sous chef. Oh no, I'm starting to glitch. Hi, I'm Becca. Welcome to my kitchen, where I don't love to be, but I need to be because it's important. I'm just meal prepping so that I do not have to spend as much time here during the week. And I normally do it on Sundays, but this week I took Sunday as a full rest day because sometimes you just have to rest. And with the time change, I had a wedding to go to on Saturday night. The Dodgers won the World Series. There was just so much going on, and I took my partner to the I took him to the airport at like 4 in the morning on Sunday. So I had a lovely day of I had a lovely day of just resting and was finishing a book that I was listening to on audio. Awesome that you were going to a wedding in a few days. That's exciting. I do have another friend who's getting married on, I guess on Tuesday, next Tuesday on the 11th, that I am not going to because I have got other things going on that day as well. But it was really fun. I hadn't been to a wedding in a long time. So how close are you to the person that's getting married? And for those of you who are, just little puppy dogs. Okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks, Jasmine. So again, welcome to all of you that are here. My name is Becca. I am doing my weekly meal prep. I started a new project called the Body Composition Project, where I am trying to do my best to gain muscle and become a better butter burner. Basically increasing my metabolism to be able to burn fat while I'm sleeping, while also building muscle. And so I've been doing strength training 3 times a week, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm also supposed to be doing cardio, and I've not been as religious with that, but I'm working on it. I did not go trick-or-treating. However, I did go to the gym wearing Halloween leggings, and I got complimented on them, which is not something I thought that I would do. I miss trick-or-treating. My son, he stopped going when he was pretty young. He was like maybe, I think 3rd grade was maybe the last year. Hi, James Lee Thomas. So I don't know, they're my son. It is son, sorry. And went all the way to the next one. My dad's name is Thomas, so that's cool. I'm here tonight. Oh, this is doing currently. I'm just chopping. Getting ready for the week, making my meal prep. Jasmine, how old am I? That's a great question. I am 49, and part of the reason I'm doing this it just happens to work out that way. But by the time the project that I started for the body composition project is finished, because it's a 6-month program, it will be my 50th birthday. So I'm kind of excited about ringing in my 50th year, feeling really good, setting myself up for longevity. And you're 10 years old? Well, hi. I do work at the schools. So whose wedding are you going to? Is it somebody in your family? Oh, you mean you're 13? Okay. So somewhere between 5th grade and 8th grade. I do work in the schools. I've been working with kiddos since, for over 25 years at this point. And I love it. It's where I was today. Yes, their name is Jake and Allie. Cool. That is awesome. Well, I hope you have a really good time. I love weddings. Do you like to dance? And also, what did you dress up for on Halloween? Because it sounds like maybe you got to go out trick-or-treating. Just needed to grab my giant pan because I'm going to start putting my lovely chopped veggies inside. So tonight I'm using my peppers. I've got a sweet onion. I have some mushrooms, and then I'm going to be also making my quinoa in a separate container initially, but then I put it all together for the meal prep in general. So I actually need to get that started. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Oh, you went as the Grim Reaper. Wow, that is exciting. Were people scared? Did they think you were coming for him? I think at our school, I got to, I was there for the Halloween. I bet that's a scary one. Okay, one said that you were a monster. Yeah, it's crazy. It can be very scary. So it was a bunch of, what is it? The K-pop demon hunters. That was huge. So many of the children. But I think my favorite, and some kids, I don't even know if they know who he is anymore, but this one kid went as Pee Wee Herman, and it was so adorable. I think it was my favorite one because it was like, he was spot on. It was really amazing. I don't even know if the kid knew who Pee Wee Herman was, but it was probably like a parents thing that did all of that. But it was just really cute. Let's see. I love K-pop Demon. And have you seen Goosebumps too? Oh, I have not seen Goosebumps. My son never got into it for some reason. I've not seen K-pop Demon Hunters, but I really am interested in, I'm interested in the music because the students that I'm seeing in the clinic, they're all like singing songs, and I don't know these songs. I'm just popping away for a second. I just need to get my water. Because with quinoa, it's super easy. It's one part quinoa, 2 parts water. So I'm just adding 2 cups of water because I already added 1 cup of quinoa. You just kind of bring it to a boil and then let it simmer. Turn it down a little bit, let it simmer. Pretty easy. It's a good thing to be able to add. So Goosebumps, no, my son wasn't into it. Do you rather go to Mexico or Brazil? Well, interesting. My son is actually half Mexican, so I've been to Mexico many times, and I've not been to Brazil yet. So I do really enjoy traveling and going to new and different places. So I would love to get to Brazil at some point. How about yourself? Where would you rather go? Or are you in one of those locations? The only one here. Well, it looks like I've got 3 people on. So hi everybody. Not that there's that many people, but I'm Becca. I'm chit-chatting with Jasmine right now, and we've been talking about Halloween and different what they dress up for Halloween. Oh, the only one here, the movie. Oh, okay, let me go back. Sorry. Oh, it came out on Halloween. Oh, the Goosebumps. Oh, sorry. So I've not seen it. Nope, haven't seen it. But I did see the latest, the Demon Slayers or whatever that one was. I did go to that one, and we watched it and read it all in subtitles because my son wanted it to be in Japanese because he has taught himself how to read a lot of Japanese. And so that's what we did. We did that over whenever that came out. We went opening weekend for that one. So yeah, I don't get to as many movies as I used to. No worries. Go on. Go do your thing. Come back. I'll be here for a while because I'm cooking my food. And for the rest of you that are here, please chime into the chat. I would love to hear about your day, what's going on. If you guys are into fitness, if you're into meal prepping, if you're into any kind of body transformation or just thinking about overall health. That's sort of what, so here we go. Here's my chopped veggies. Some more of my bell peppers. I'm just adding those in to where I'll be sauteing them. So I'm making my meal prep. So welcome everybody. Again, my name is Becca. I'm here in the kitchen doing my regular meal prep for the week. I normally do it on Sundays, but I took a break. There was a lot going on this weekend, and I took the time to just rest on Sunday. So now I'm gonna chop up, these mushrooms are already sliced, but I like them chopped a little bit more, but it's just a little bit less work when you already buy them sliced. So easy. I'm trying to keep things really easy. I basically use 4 main ingredients for my meal prep. as like my base of my vegetables. Have I seen the movie called Player One? I have, and I loved the sort of like how they beat the game. I thought it was very clever. Yeah, have you seen it? I don't want to give anything away. I mean, I know it's not that it's a new movie, but still, sometimes there are some movies out there that when you watch them the first time, you don't want to like have spoilers because they're done so well. Oh, nice. Yes. Have you seen all the like Godzilla, King Kong sort of movies? Those are fun. I don't know why I I end up crying in those movies, which my son laughs at me for, because there's usually some cheesy, you know, heartwarming mom sort of thing, and it gets me every time. I'm sort of a sap. I think I've turned into my own mother. She was always a sap for movies and commercials. I thought she was so silly. She was always crying. Jeez, I'm turning down the quinoa. So the quinoa already came to a boil. So now I'm just gonna let that simmer. And I finished chopping the mushrooms here. I'm gonna add those in. Okay, so I've got my, oh, just realized I've got one more pepper. Missed it. I don't know how, it's so bright. Let's see. So Jasmine, okay, the new Godzilla movie is coming out next year. Oh, I feel like what else is left with Godzilla? What else can be done? I feel like there's been so much, but I really liked the last one. I thought it was really cute. I think it was the one where he was sleeping like in the Colosseum in Italy. And I loved Italy when I went there, and it just made me want to go back. All right, so what grade are you in school? Oh, Godzilla versus Kong again. Again, they're. I feel like that's kind of what the last one was. Or maybe they were working together. Maybe they were together last time. I don't remember. But I just know that I always get like moved to tears again. I'm just kind of a sap when it comes to that, which typically not a movie I would think like I'm gonna go to King Kong or a Godzilla movie and cry. Because the action's pretty cool. Enemies again. Man, they're like frenemies at this point. I can't even keep up with their relationship. So what grade are you in then, Jasmine? I'm just curious. Oh, 7th grade. Awesome. Is that middle school for you? I know out here we have, our middle school is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. But when I was a kid, I went to a really small school back in the Midwest, and we called middle school 4th and 5th grade, and then, and 6th grade, but then my 7th grade year, it changed. Yeah, I sure did. I didn't mean to, but yes. And if I wasn't working at a school, I wouldn't even know what that meant. So, thanks for keeping me young. Oh my goodness. All right, here's my final pepper. And all right, I'm moving on to the onion. Now I know I just talked about crying, so I'm hoping I'm not going to cry for you live. That would be silly and crazy, but anyway, this one is a sweet onion, so these ones don't usually make me cry. Sometimes the red onions still get me, and I feel like a typical like white onion, like just a normal onion. I don't know what they're called, but the sweet ones don't seem to. I know it's not fun to grow up, but guess what? What's really cool is you can have a job like mine, where I still work in the schools. I'm an occupational therapist. You twisted your leg today. I'm so sorry. So I work in the school with kiddos with special needs, and I work in a clinic where there are swings and a ball pit and, I'm sorry that you almost broke it. That's not great. What were you doing? That's crazy. But I do hear you, but I didn't want to, oh no, for 4 hours. Yikes. I'm so sorry. When I was about your age. I was 12 the first time I saw an occupational therapy clinic. I didn't know that's what it was yet, but it was my aunt had a friend that was an OT, and we stopped by her work, and I was like, this is where I need to work. But the reason I said that is because I like to play basketball, and I still like to play basketball. And when I walked in there, now I'm not very tall. I'm only 5'4", but I can still hang with the guys. And so when I walked in, there was like an adjustable, like a real basketball hoop that was adjustable, and it could have been down to like my size, and I could have slam dunked it, which I so wanted to do. And I was like, this is the job I need to have. If I can be like slam dunking basketballs in the middle of my day, like I will be a happy adult. I played basketball. I'm playing basketball this year. I'm so excited. It's going to be black versus gold. That is amazing. I still, like I said, it's my favorite sport. I still play it. We just haven't had a good, like a consistent crew lately. We usually play on Mondays. I don't know what's going on. People got jobs, and some people moved away, and black versus green. Cool. What position do you play? I can talk basketball all night. Or positions, like maybe you play multiple positions at that age. 'Cause I was still. So it was interesting when I was little, like I started when I was like 9, and I was always on 2 teams. Can't remember all of them. That's okay. There's usually like guards. There's usually 1 or 2 guards. Well, there's usually 2 guards. There's like 2 forwards or power forwards, and then there's like your center person, the person that's big. You started when you're 5. That's amazing. You had a way head start. You had like 4 years on me. So I always played 2 teams. One with my school through like the YMCA, and then the other one I was a Boys and Girls Club kid, and so I played on that one. And what was cool was we started like one team focused more on like man-to-man, guarding man-to-man, and the other one focused more on different types of zone defenses. And so I really got a lot of practice at early ages, like learning that stuff. And then when I was younger, not that you could tell now by my only 5'4" stature, but when I was younger, I was actually like the tallest kid until like 7th grade. Well, the tallest girl until 6th or 7th grade. And then everybody just like bypassed me. And it was so sad. They just all got taller. Okay, how much cats and dogs I have? Do you have a lot of cats and dogs? Did I say 6 or did I say 6 or 7 again? What did I do? Tell me what I did. I don't know. I'm busy chopping onions over here. And we have 1 of them. All right, so 6th or 7th grade. Yeah, makes sense. That would be what I was talking about. Sounds about right. I love that you're catching me. Yeah, so during 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th and 8th grade, I gotta get it in that. I don't know which way it goes. Whatever. I'm trying to be cool, but I'm not. I was playing on 2 different teams, so I was learning lots of different skills, which paid off because by the time I got to high school, I made varsity my freshman year, which is 9th grade. So that was really cool. I was the first girl to get to do that at my school. Okay, guess how many? Okay, I think that you, Jasmine, have 6 or 7. No, for real. Probably 2 dogs and 3 cats. So 5. That's my guess. Final answer. No. All right, tell me the answer, please. The whole world, the whole internet world is dying to know. The cats are right. What did I say? I said 3 cats, okay? And their names, do they have cool names? I had cats growing up. I don't have any animals now because I've got, a son. It's enough. Sloan, Swayze, and Lorelai. Oh, I love love that. Those are great names. Do you call Lorelei Rory? Just curious. I'm just gonna grab some oil. Hold on. All right, let's see. No, she's one of the mean cats. I'm sorry. Does she talk a lot? Does she talk really fast? Does she meow fast? Oh, that's good. That's good to still treat her nice. I say that because I don't know if you've ever heard of the Gilmore Girls, but they were both Lorelai, the mom and the daughter, and they talked really fast to each other, but the daughter went by Rory. Let's see. You've seen the AI videos where cats are left outside with the tornadoes? No, that's horrible. I grew up with tornadoes, and so I don't even like to watch anything with tornadoes unless it's like The Wizard of Oz, because I already know how that ends. But other than that, no. No. I don't even know if I want to see those ever. Let's see. All right. Time for a little bit of oil. So I like to use, 2 years. That's not fun. Where are you at that you have tornadoes? Are you in the Midwest? Or down further south? I worked at a camp when I was like 19, and we had, Ohio. Okay, yeah. Yep, lots of storms there. Yes, Midwest. It'll do that. I grew up in South Dakota, and I worked at a summer camp, and like I said, I was only 19, and I was in charge of all these little ones. They were like, I think 8 was the youngest, and then it went through maybe like 13 or 14, and some of the 14-year-olds were like junior staffers. But there was the only shelter we had little cabins, but they were just wooden. All right, you got to go for a bit. It's totally fine. I'm just chopping away. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, you're about to go. Okay. All right. No worries. All good. But yeah, so the tornadoes, there were like 3 tornadoes headed to meet. Because it was on a lake, and there was like a little peninsula, and they were all 3 coming, basically to that section. And it was really scary because we didn't have electricity, and trees were being blown down, canoes were getting wrapped around trees, windows were blowing out. Okay. For those of you who are just joining, my name is Becca. Okay. Guess what? There was a true fire tornado. Like, yikes! That is scary. I don't even want to be around that. That sounds terrifying. But it just goes to show, right, how great the force of Mother Nature is. I mean, watch out. She can go either which way. Generally, I love her. She can be wicked. All right, just stirring my potatoes. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to mash those when I'm done here. So for those of you who are joining, 700 miles is like 10 hours. Yeah, so still closer than you want it to be. Yeah, no, I remember in the Midwest. I mean, it's so different. It's so interesting how we talk about travel, whether you live in like big cities or rural areas, or because when I was growing up, it was all like, oh, it's only 13 miles away. Like our nearest lake was like 13 miles away, and that took me maybe like 15 minutes because there was really no traffic. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that about your dog. But you know, all dogs go to heaven, right? Okay, so we're down to 4 animals then. So I was off by 1. All right, makes sense. I got sidetracked, and so I'm still really sorry to hear about that. Oh, talking about when we're traveling. So yes, back when I was growing up, it was more about like, oh, it's 15 miles away, and that would only took like 15 minutes. now I live in a big city, and I'm gonna go with truth because I don't really like dares. They scare me. But out here, something can be 13 miles away and it can take you 4 or 5 hours. So when you say 10 hours for 700 miles, you can tell you're more from the Midwest, for sure. Okay. What's the most embarrassing thing you've done in school, in public? The most embarrassing thing. You know, I'm really bad about answering embarrassing questions because I think my brain does such a good job of just trying to forget all of those things. Let's see. Most embarrassing thing I've done in school. It was so long ago too that I was in school. Let's see. I don't know. I really try not to do embarrassing things. How about yourself? What have you got? What have you got? I'm still getting my room done. Like, are you supposed to be cleaning your room? Is that what's supposed to be happening right now? I'm almost done chopping up my veggies. So I feel like, I guess it's not taking me too much longer than normal. Though it's been really fun chit-chatting, so I didn't feel alone. So thanks, world. Thanks, Jasmine. And maybe if you were supposed to be cleaning your room, or if you've been doing that while you're chit-chatting, then hopefully you didn't feel so alone when doing it. Community is super important. I hope you've got some good friends. They are priceless. I have some really amazing friends from all walks of life. I still have my best friend from when I was like kindergarten 5. All right, take care. Have a blessed night, my friend. Take care. Enjoy, enjoy. All right. Welcome, everybody. Oh, are you making the next live video? When am I doing it? I actually might still go live when I go do my cardio tonight, just to chit chat with people. Again, it's just, it's more fun to do things with people. And I don't have a consistent time that I go live. It's just kind of like when I have the availability to. But I really appreciate you being here. I think that you will enjoy some of my just regular inspirational videos. Cool, you can stay for a bit, awesome. But there's some of my videos, I try to do like some inspirational sort of things sometimes as far as like in general. But I did have one the other day from Sunday that I was hula hooping at my center, so that was fun. It's always good to play. I love playing. That is why I went into occupational therapy. Guess someone's cousin I have. I don't know, but have you had quinoa? Guess how many cousins that you have. Okay, here's my quinoa. We're talking on both sides of your family. Like first cousins only, so like only kids of your aunts and uncles. Okay, they're in the family, in my whole family, like the whole thing. Okay, but is it just from your aunts and uncles, or are you talking like second cousins? Okay, from like your aunts and uncles. Okay, let's see. How many cousins? I think that you have 13. Let me know. Am I close? higher than 13. Wow, that's a lot of cousins. My goodness. Okay, let's go 26. Did I go too high? Did I jump too far? I might have jumped too far on that one. I don't know. Let's see. Oh no, maybe your cousins, maybe your aunts and uncles like to have lots of babies. I love babies, by the way. I got to hold a baby at the wedding this weekend. Oh man, I was in heaven. Got to put her to sleep. Lower. Okay, so somewhere between, what I say, 13 and 26. Okay, let's go with 21. That's a pretty decent number. Still a lot of kids. Lots of cousins. Also, I'm curious. 21, that's amazing. And also I'm curious, where are you in that mix? Like, are you part of the older crew? Are you the younger crew? Are you guys just all the same age? Because I only have, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9. I only have, you're part of the older crew. That's really cool. So like I have like 9, I think there's 9 cousins total. One I just met during COVID. I actually haven't met, but found him during COVID. And so that's kind of exciting. But so he would be my eldest cousin. And on that side of the family, my brother and I are the youngest, but on my mom's side of the family, I'm the oldest and the only girl. I only have one cousin on that side. It's like my brother and I, and then like one cousin. So it's kind of crazy, And that cousin is like 8 years younger than me. So we are friends like as adults now. Would you rather say 7 or yell in the classroom? I would rather say it's 6 or 7, 6 to 7. Yeah, because I don't like to have to raise my voice, especially at school. I don't like to have to. That is funny. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I have overcooked my potatoes, but tell me, what am I guessing? Okay, I think I need to drain them. I'm thinking through steps. I haven't had to make them. Okay, so I'm going over here. I'm going to try not to burn myself. That's the other thing. Ooh, that's not fun. All right, so I have my strainer here. I'm going to come on over to dump my... Okay, let's see. All right. At school, like a few days ago, I was wobbling in my chair and fell back on purpose. Then I ran out of the classroom. I don't know why. Well, was it an embarrassing thing for you? Like, were you embarrassed that you fell all the way over? It says you fell down on purpose, though. Or are you like a class clown? Like, that could be where you're trying to entertain people, but then you were like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, all right, cool. I totally get that. That makes sense. That's an absolute normal response. Because, yeah, I mean, sometimes we want attention, but not always. Oh, you hit your head on the middle bar of the table. That's the worst. Did you need to like go to the nurse and like get checked, make sure you're okay? That's the problem with anytime you hit your head. All right, so I got 2 pounds of sweet potatoes that I'm gonna try to mash by hand. Let's see how I do. All right. Well, okay, yes. Guess what our helper's name at school? It's from Sonic. Ooh, I love Sonic. Okay, let's think about it. Oh, who was in Sonic? Who was in Sonic? Man, I can't even think of the names in Sonic right now at all. Like, none of them are coming to me. But I do love those shows. It goes with Alex. I don't know. You know, I can't ever remember. I usually remember how things make me feel. I don't always remember what actually happened. My son thinks I'm crazy because he doesn't quite understand that. Okay, Amy, Miss Amy. Ah, okay, cool. I had a friend named Amy when I was in high school. And she actually is like a distant cousin, not a first cousin by any means, but on my mom and her dad were like second cousins or something, probably through marriage, but we were still related. That's what happens in small towns. Are you from a small town or a big town? Seen brain rot. No, okay. Can you fill me in on brain rot? Because I have one student who is in what grade is he in? He's a third grader. He asks about brain rot every single week, and he's the only kid that says it, and I just didn't even know what he was talking about. So fill me in. What do I need to know? Keep me current. Keep me young. I don't know, though, if it's brain rot. It might not be something that I really... okay, let's see. Guess what? In music class, the teacher said now we have volunteers 12 and 3. We need volunteers. What are they helping you out with in music class? Are you guys putting on a concert? What's going on? Oh, we're not 12. Oh, 12 or 13, maybe? Okay. Oh no, I knew you were older. Okay, I always said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not following. I don't know if this is some kind of a joke that you're pulling on me, but I'm not following. I'm so sorry. However, these mashed potatoes, these sweet potatoes, check them out. Check them out. My sweet potatoes, they're all mashed up. Now I haven't put, let's see, and he said, now we need volunteers. And the whole class said that, okay, see, that was the setup. I kind of felt like that's where we were going, but well played. Well played. All right, so 6, 7. I'm glad that your teachers are getting on board. I know our principal with the school I was at on Halloween was also totally on board with the whole thing. So it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool it's nice when the adults are trying to connect with the kids. I like it. Let's see, you only have 5 minutes on your phone, like 5 minutes left, or is it like dying? Because mine looks like it's trying to die too. And I actually think that my meal prep is kind of done. I just need to taste the sweet potatoes because I've not added anything to it yet. I'm thinking it's probably gonna need some salt, maybe some butter. Like the person, like 5 minutes to play on it and stuff. Yeah, totally. If you need to go play other games and apps, please enjoy your time. I get it. I remember having to not have, like limit screen time from my son when he was younger. Before you go though, I have a very quick question. Do you know how to tie your shoes? I know it's so silly. It seems so silly, but I'm curious if you know how. 6, 7. That's kind of hilarious. That would be great. That sounds like a fun. I love it when there are fun, witty Halloween costumes. I had a girlfriend in college. She went as the Starry Night, and she literally like just dressed up in like all black with like some netting, and she had like just stars like attached, like clothes pinned on, or I mean safety pinned on. She went as the Starry Night. Guess what? I'm gonna be next time. Well, okay, this year you were the Grim Reaper. I'm wondering if you're gonna do just a total like 180 and go as like what's her name? What is her name? Have you watched Wicked? The first letter is ghost. G. Is it a ghost? Is it G? Or a ghost buster? It's the first word. Are you gonna be a ghost buster? No, it's not a ghost. Is it a ghost buster though? Okay. Wears a mask. So it starts with a G, wears a mask. A ghoul or a goonie. No. Oh, Ghostface. Yeah, from Scream. You like the scary stuff, don't you? You're a scary one. Do you like sweet potatoes? Because these turned out really, really yummy. I'm very happy to be able to add this to my meal prep. All right, it's been 45 minutes for me. Usually I say it's like an hour, a power hour to do all of this, but I managed to get it all done. And now I just need to put it in some pans. So I'm gonna let you go so you can enjoy your screen time of what you have left. Oh, you've been watching scary movies since you were 4? Oh, that terrifies me. I mean, I watched more of them when I was younger, but it's just not where I want my brain to be. I would rather watch the fun stuff. However, if you like scary movies, though, I think that like Wicked for Good is going to be much darker. All right, the background scares me. Ah, yeah, makes it. My background scares me. This back here. It's just a nice little loving home. Anyway, I do need to run. Thank you for spending time with me tonight, Jasmine. And ooh, yikes. Yeah. Yeah, because it's getting this time changed, man. It used to be still light at this time, but the sun is gone as we go into fall and winter. All right, it's pitch black. All right. Take care, love. Have a great evening, and I will chat with you again sometime on here, and or follow along, answer some of my questions in my comments. I'd love to see you in the comment section. All right, bye.